Yo, welcome back to more March Comes In Like a Lion episode. Oh my goodness, I always get confused on this. It's episode 36, so that makes it... Why didn't I do this before recording? 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 31, 34. Season 2, episode 14. Last time was very amazing because we've seemed to have reached the quote-unquote end of... Or at least a solution. The best solution so far for Hina's problem, which is this wonderful teacher that has come into her classroom. The way that he just full-on addressed it. Akari and Hina, helping each other out. Rei being there for Hina all this time, as well as for Akari. Everyone being there for each other. And just working through all of this. It's been a long process, rightfully so. This show is very much well depicted, properly dealing with a problem like this. Of course, the problem doesn't end there, right? Like, teacher's still trying to work with Takagi. We still saw his frustration at the end of that, and being a teacher in that role. And you can't always reach a breakthrough with people. Like, as far as like Takagi, we saw how her insincere apology, and I like to think that maybe at some point she does wise up and kind of change that way. But obviously she gets a lot from her mother and the way she was raised. Like, that's a hard thing to break, right? Especially when it's never been challenged. Like, you can tell that's just the way her character is. This is just how she's always been. Unfortunately, like, she's just that kind of person. So, but at the very least, when it comes to Hina, it's over, probably. But regardless, Rei has just so wonderfully been there for her. And at the very end, even it was very sad to see him like apologize to her, feeling like he didn't do anything. Because shout out to, once again, Contrary and on Patreon. Thank y'all so much for commenting so much on these reactions. I really appreciate it. But as far as like Ray's, of course, still feeling that low self-worth, like by his own standard, feeling like he hadn't done enough for her, or just... And then Hina just telling him, like, no, listen, like, the way you've been there for me, right? Like, that being enough, and that is, like, everything. And, it was beautiful, man. Chiho writing to Hina was great. Definitely made me tear up a little bit. So, moving forward, we now, based on the preview, it looks like we're going to be transitioning into our matches that we've had on the horizon. That being Shimada versus what is my boy's name? I haven't heard his name in so long, but he's gonna have his match with him, the two quote-unquote old men, even though Shimada's the same age as Soya, and Soya's just like, he's him. So I can't wait to see that, and Soya and Rei, which is such an interesting matchup based on what we've heard about them, Shimada's observation of Rei thinking similarly to him. And I wonder what Soya's going to think of him and what that's going to lead to. We saw, like, at the end of season 1, of course, Soya sitting across from Rei, like coming to sit with him on that train as they all were on that journey, as it showed in that visual. So, yeah, I look forward to finally seeing what that is going to potentially be. And we're just going to keep going, man. Let's go. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. Every opening just lights you up. This one is really pretty. There's so many shots in this one I want, like, as a wallpaper. Like the one we just passed with Ray standing in his room. Hmm. Or this one coming up with Ray. That right there. Oh, God. If you could get that without the text. There's really no way to loop that as like a gifable wallpaper, but still. Very pretty. Ah. Let's go. Shogi Hall. Look at that. What a beautiful poster. That's a good one. Take that, you old coots. Look at theirs on the right. It's like smaller in the top right. They're posing and everything. Yeah, it's just like a commemorative battle. But it's so fancy. The designer went so hard. Chairman had something to do with this. Okay, yeah, it was chairman. Damn, dude. Not for theirs, though. Yanagihara, I just remembered his name. Yep, look at theirs. Yep. Look at their photos. Jeez, just frowning. I mean, the gradient background's kind of cool, but yeah, it's pretty boring. uh Younger and cuter. Yeah, this is important. I really want to see their match, actually. In a recession? Oh boy. Damn. Damn. Rip, dude. Rip. Video replay. This was the first match. Are they coughing and passing gas? Was that other noise? Pneumonia. Jesus. It's that bad? Oh my god. Oh no. Ooh, a stomach ulcer. God. The Shimada, he goes through it. But usually he's like so poised. They're holding nothing back. The sickly showdown. Wear your masks. 2 invalids, wow. Come on, man. That's just mean. Creek. Are you from the 80s? Cool shot. In their prime. Hmm. Double take. What? One day, a proper shogi player needs to react to this anime. Those videos would be amazing. They are in there. He's so pissed. Oh, come on, man. Probably. Probably. A lunch party with the bus tour. It's not Shimada's fault. He's that good, bro. But you can put on a great show when it comes to it. Win is a win. And I won. Mmm. It's his life. What? So he won the first match. God, this is everything. Farewell, gentlemen. We're in Paris for some reason. I think the picture of them from before was also Paris. Oh, Yanagihara. This is very real. More posters of them. I'm very interested too. Chairman. Evil. True. Yeah, I don't think Soya's comfortable with it for sure. Definitely not Ray. He knows how to handle him. To not make it too overwhelming, I guess. That's your apprentice. At last. I wonder if Shimada thinks Ray has a chance. I mean, just based on experience, of course, Ray is not near that level, but his mind is unique. As far as a matchup against Soya. Hey, Hayashida. What's Ray doing? Incredible. Is he studying? Where's match? Uh-oh. The precious game record. I like how he freaked out like that. Before he realized he was there. Too real. A kimono. Okay. Truly the student versus the Meijin. It's gotta be. What's up? Ah, yes. Report to him about it. I loved that so much. Where she's visibly so much light. Exactly. That's so real. Well deserved. Yes. He still doubts it. He did. He's about to smack him. Oh. Of course she did. He knows, man. He knows. He gets it. He knows great. And Ray did what he needed to do. It's not results that reach people. This guy is the ultimate sensei, man. I love Shimada, but Hayashida is just top tier. Let's go, Ray. Let's go, Ray. There he is. Huh. On the train with Soya, huh? Where have we seen this before? No sound. Soya's like, yeah, he's like the calmest storm. A unique experience to face, as we saw with Shimada. White Storm, Part 1, there you go. Endure it, Ray. He's gonna put up a good fight. I think Soya's gonna win overall, of course, but who knows? But I think Ray's gonna do good. It's a big hype for your match, bud. Big hype. Man. Greeting them with 5 people. Part of the main event. The commemorative match. Por Shimada and Yanagihara. Ah. My key comes with a baguette. It's so big. Nice. God damn. Got the TV in there and everything. I guess hotels usually do, but that's nice. Whoa. Oh my god. In the hot spring. Why not? Man, this is a lot. Cool. Oh man. What a view, too. It's a little much. Could help relax you. Just sitting in the bath. I mean, it runs from the hot spring. Apparently so. I mean, that's understandable. I'd probably feel nervous too. Hmm. Cute players address Q&A session. Photo session. Signing. Oh, it's gonna be a long day, buddy boy. It's gonna be a long day. No, Ray. Oh god. uh Endure the storm, Ray. Endure it. A good experience is what this is. Man. I hate photos being taken of me. That would give me so much anxiety. Must, yeah. You have to put on a mask for so long. I'd be exhausted. Hmm. I want to talk to him. Mm-hmm. More than me. It's that self-awareness that he has now. And yourself. Do what you gotta do. Whew, I remember that. Good friend. Good friend. And next to him, that first time he saw him. God, the show is so pretty. He weathered it, man. Shimada did great. He's gonna do it again next year. Just a bigger and badder storm. It's like the real one. God damn. But what I understood was not that. God, he can't even go through the motions. It's too much. We're gonna find out. That's how far away he was. Oh, man. Fine answer. He is. This is the most we've heard him talk. He's great, man. He's good. This guy's good. Great compliments, too. Thoughtful. Yeah, I bet. They're like, huh? Oh, wait, what was the question again? Whoa. Bullshit, those didn't break. Bullshit, those didn't break. Not mad at all. Like nothing happened. It's a shame his suit is ruined. But a class act is what he is. Yeah, you gotta change. It's the only suit you brought. Oh, that's gonna be a pain. Hmm. Oh, that sucks. A Shogi Demon. Yeah, because it's one thing to like not be mad about that situation. I wouldn't be mad either, but to like not even acknowledge it of what just happened. there is like a disconnect there, and the fact that he immediately pivoted to talking about shogi is like a level like more removed from it. So I can see what they mean. Oh man, the shogi demon. Get that light behind him. Just grace in every movement. All for this one purpose. Because that's a fair point. What do we even know about his human side? Besides what we've been told. And then... oh man. Huh. Alright, well. We'll be seeing next episode then. Okay. A bird. I remember that. Let's have a good game, exactly. Whoa. Toku. Who's that? That was an excellent setup to what we're gonna see the result of next time as Rei endures this white storm. This, how he felt was like seeing like Shimada, just how he was at the end of his matches as they were leaving, like feeling like he had never even seen a real storm before, just not even being able to fathom like that experience, like not even being able to fathom the distance between Soya and him. He's like, we'd have to play a few matches for me to even get a sense of like that distance between us. That's how far away he is. Because it's interesting, like with that this was finally said by whenever the silence was broken in that room, when they called him a shogi demon, and that he's like, I think they said he's losing more of his human side, or is like his human side is like what they meant by that. Because this whole time Soya has always been talked about like as like a force, right? He's the bird, he is the white storm, he's the shogi demon, right? There's not a lot of like, he hasn't been humanized so much just because he's so prolific at what he does, and his demeanor, his grace, and that was like, that moment was like really like encapsulated that whenever the wine spilled on him, because there is that nuance. Like, it's one thing to not get mad about having red wine like spilled on your like white suit, right? but it would be upsetting. You'd be like, oh man, like this is the only suit I brought, like this sucks. You obviously don't have to be angry at the person who did it, like it was an accident, especially that he was the one who walked into her, right? So it's like you wouldn't put that on her, but you'd still be upset about it, right? You'd acknowledge it. You'd be like, excuse me, I have to, go figure this out, just something like that, right? An acknowledgement. But he immediately pivots to talking about the match again. He was just standing there, and after that, he didn't excuse himself. It took the chairman coming in like, Soya, what are you doing? Don't stand there so oblivious. So yeah, that's like an important thing to acknowledge there, and I wonder if like through this match or whatever circumstances happen from this, are we gonna break through to that? Because we know like a couple things about him that we were told. I think one that he was living with his grandmother, and he was able to buy a house like for the both of them. Like he had a really nice house that they were both staying in. Just very, very few things about him. We know that he doesn't like the limelight, as the chairman said, but he's very good at navigating this space just because he's been doing it for so long, and he's very good at putting on that mask, and he's essentially a machine, right? Like who knows how he's like really feeling. Like we see the smile he puts on, like he looks content all the time, and when he sits down for shogi mode, he's 100% focused. Like those are like his two modes. You see one where he's like the figure of Soya that everyone's interviewing and asking questions, and he's giving perfect answers to, and I believe him. Like I'm sure like he meant the compliments to Ray, and that he really is genuinely interested in like having a good flow of a match with him. Like I believe that. But yeah, that's an important thing. So maybe we'll be able to like break through that with him through whatever happens here. Like it's obviously gonna be like beyond them playing a match. Maybe they have a personal interaction afterwards. Something's gonna happen, and maybe Ray, maybe they get closer somehow. I don't know. Maybe he can become like a mentor to Ray through some circumstances. Who knows? Wouldn't that be crazy? So yeah, that was great. I really look forward to seeing where this is gonna go, and for Ray to like endure this. I'm sure he will. I know it's gonna be tough. Whatever visuals they pull out for that, I know are gonna be insane when we get to White Storm Part 2, I assume. But yeah, so other than that, we have Yanagihara and Shimada being salty about their match being so like underhyped, and they're self-aware. But the poster difference was pretty funny. Chairman going all out for Soya, and Ray's poster, which looked amazing. Soya was doing like his pose, and Ray was looking pretty determined. Below him, like they set it up very well as like Soya, like the guy on top, and Ray, the challenger, below, like looking determined, like all the colors and everything. Meanwhile, they have their little itty bitty one in the top right corner. Just their two pictures of them like frowning, and then the building taking up most of the shot. But afterwards, Yanagihara acknowledging like, hey, you won. A win is a win. But it sounds like Yanagihara won his first match against Shimada, I guess, in their set. Hopefully Shimada can pull through. I would love to see one of their matches, though. I am admittedly more interested in Soya versus Ray, so if they focus on that, then that's understandable. I have a feeling it's going to go that way. But hopefully we can maybe cut away and glance at them, because I like seeing Shimada play. But it's definitely mostly about Ray and Soya here. We also had Hayashida, Ray, Hayashida approaching Ray on the roof as he's like studying the game record, and approaching him, and Ray telling him how it happened and how things have resolved with Hina, and telling him, like he told Hina, I feel like I didn't really do anything for her, and Hayashida being like, did you tell her that? He's like, yeah, but she said that wasn't true, right? And Ray's like, how'd you know? It's because like I see how you've been this whole time. I can tell like what kind of person she is too. Like, of course that's what happened, and results aren't what reach people, Kiriyama, right? I'm glad Hayashida was able to like say that to him, because he's the guru, man. He's like, I just love him so much, man. It makes you like, seeing people like Hayashida like makes you want to do better for other people. And that's just like with so many characters in the show, like Rei's there for Hina and Kamamoto's are there for Rei and everyone, man. Nikaido being such a great friend to Rei, and you know, vice versa, as Rei has become more self-aware and he has been able to get out of his mind and understand others more. Like he had that moment this episode as well. Beautiful, man. So yeah, this was a great setup. I enjoyed this one as always. I mean, that's a redundant thing to say. This show is amazing and beautiful, so that goes without saying. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this one. I think. Look forward to the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to share any thoughts if you have any, as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.